LeBron James' era in the NBA has come to an end, and his unwillingness to step aside is holding the Lakers back, and the league knows it. Fans have been saying this for years, but now even the game's legends are saying it openly. LeBron's time has passed, and the future belongs to Luka Doncic. This isn't just social media chatter or another hot take either. Even Michael Jordan has said it himself.
Retirement's been called. He just won't answer.
And that's just Michael Jordan. Wait until you hear how far Magic Johnson and Shaq went, because they said things we've never heard from them before. Here's what people keep overlooking. None of this started this season. The Luka takeover has been building for years because, frankly, it's the most logical evolution for the Lakers. The only person acting surprised by it is, predictably, LeBron himself. If you've been paying attention, the signs are impossible to miss. By the start of 2026, Luka Doncic wasn't merely a contender anymore. He had become the gravitational center of the Lakers. Just look at the early All-Star voting. Luka pulled in over 5.2 million fan votes, while LeBron barely cleared 3.12 million. And the strangest part? No one was shocked. That result felt inevitable. So if everyone, the fans, the media, the players, even the legends of the game, agrees it's Luka's time, why are we still watching a 41-year-old LeBron trying to keep pace with 20-year-olds? And it wasn't just about voting. You could see it clearly on the court. Early 2026 felt like Luka's official coming out party. Against the Pelicans, he dropped 32 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds, walking off like it was just another practice run. 2 nights later against the Grizzlies, he followed it up with 28 points, 10 assists, and 12 rebounds. What's more telling is how everyone around him elevated their game. Austin Reeves started knocking down shots he normally wouldn't take. Rui Hachimura began cutting harder and finishing cleaner. And here's the part that really matters. None of it depended on LeBron. Anyone watching closely could see it, and the legends have been signaling to LeBron for years that his time with the Lakers and perhaps the league itself is nearing its end. We get it. He's still chasing legacy. But at this point, nothing he does will place him alongside Kobe or Jordan in the eyes of the fans. Magic Johnson said as much himself during a 2025 press conference.
LeBron is a bad boy too. He's a bad boy, but he's not Michael. Don't get it twisted. I love LeBron, but no.
It's not about disrespect. It's simply reality. And it's not just Magic saying it. Shaq has been just as direct. He's made it clear that the Lakers should be planning for the next decade around Luka, not staging another farewell tour for a 41-year-old legend.
At some point we will see LeBron retire, but you got a 25-year-old Luka Doncic, so that means we got another good 10 years looking at the...
On the other hand, Cedric Maxwell, a finals MVP and 2-time NBA champion who actually played alongside Larry Bird, offered a different kind of perspective. He compared Luka to Bird himself, pointing to Luka's elite court vision, his ability to control defenders without relying on overwhelming athleticism, and the way he dictates the tempo of a game.
When someone like you says that Luka is a carbon copy of Larry Bird, that's obviously a more powerful statement.
I said right now, I think that you asked me, so who would Larry Bird what would he be like in the NBA? And Luka would be him or he'd be Luka.
These aren't hot takes or reactionary opinions, they're expert, first-hand evaluations. Even analysts like Jovan Buha have pointed out how dramatically the Lakers' offensive rhythm improves when Luka is at the center. Possessions look cleaner, ball movement is quicker, and spacing is far more intelligent. This isn't subjective, it's measurable. In January 2026 alone, the Lakers' net rating in lineups with Luka on the floor without LeBron jumped to plus 5.2 in first-quarter minutes, a clear indicator of how much his presence elevates efficiency. The numbers from high-pressure moments only reinforce the point. In the back-to-back series against Memphis, Luka posted a usage rate above 34% while maintaining an efficiency rating around 28%, along with a box plus-minus of plus 10.8. These aren't empty stats. They show a player fully running the offense, creating opportunities for others, and sustaining efficiency when the stakes are highest. Meanwhile, LeBron has played fewer games, battling back soreness and recurring injuries. The message is unmistakable. The transition is already happening. LeBron knows it too, and that's what makes the situation tense. He stayed for one last run, one final attempt to shape his legacy. But Luka shouldn't have to wait for permission. As Shaq bluntly put it, LeBron simply isn't doing much for the Lakers anymore, and the numbers back that up. If you want proof, just watch the Lakers when LeBron isn't on the floor. Early in the 2025-26 season, LeBron missed the first 14 games due to back issues. Instead of collapsing, the Lakers thrived. They went 10-4 during that stretch. Luka wasn't just putting up numbers, he was carrying the offense, controlling the tempo, and consistently putting teammates in position to succeed. Across those games, he averaged 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 11 assists per night, with an efficiency rating around 27.5% and a box plus-minus of plus 9.3. That the team metrics make the picture even clearer. Without LeBron, the Lakers posted a net rating of plus 1.1, meaning they were a positive team on both ends of the floor. After LeBron returned, that same net rating dropped to minus 2.5. Leadership isn't something you can manufacture, and Luka showed it naturally during that stretch. While LeBron was sidelined, Luka spoke with quiet authority. Hopefully LeBron can join us soon, but the mentality has to be next man up. I just want to play basketball, whatever it takes to win. He wasn't seeking approval. He was already in charge. That combination of production, composure, and leadership is rare in today's NBA, especially from a 26-year-old. It evokes memories of players like Jordan or Kobe in their ascents. The Lakers' early season success without LeBron made one thing impossible to ignore. Luka wasn't just keeping the team afloat, he was showing the league that the Lakers could actually function better without LeBron weighing them down. By the time LeBron returned, the team had already discovered a new rhythm, and reintegrating the old hierarchy wasn't seamless. If you think that's just chemistry or bad timing, take a look at LeBron's individual decline. Through January, he was averaging roughly 22 to 24 points per game, a significant drop from the high 20s and low 30s he sustained for over a decade. His field goal percentage fell to around 48%, down from his career average near 50%. That may not sound drastic, but considering he's taking more perimeter shots than ever to keep up with the modern pace, it represents a meaningful efficiency loss. And that's just scoring. His assists dipped to 6.8 per game, rebounds to 5.4. Those are respectable numbers for a 41-year-old, but not for someone still positioned as the franchise centerpiece. Even one of his most symbolic achievements faded this season. LeBron's historic 1,297-game streak of scoring at least 10 points ended in December against Toronto. The Lakers won the game, but LeBron finished with just 8 points. Add in chronic back pain, sciatica, and persistent joint issues, and the physical decline becomes impossible to ignore. In the first 30 games of the 2025-26 season, LeBron played only 18 full games. On the court, the changes are visible. Less explosiveness off the first step, slower lateral movement, and an inability to carry heavy minutes at high tempo the way he once did. Even from a coaching standpoint, it's evident. JJ Redick openly acknowledged that the team's organization slipped after LeBron returned. The evidence is overwhelming. This isn't about disrespect. It's about reality, and the Lakers have already started living in the future.
You know, I think since we've gotten Bron back, we haven't been as organized offensively, too many random possessions.
And when even your own head coach is saying things like that publicly, you know it's real. Then there's the off-court noise, questions about his association with Diddy, the influence surrounding Bronny being drafted by the Lakers, and a long list of strange distractions that keep following him. Let's be honest. LeBron staying in Los Angeles right now has less to do with what's best for the team and more to do with chasing one last championship. One more ring so he can argue he belongs on Kobe's level. But even then, he'll never touch MJ's 6. That door has always been closed. Meanwhile, the Lakers already have a 26-year-old superstar who's ready to take over the moment LeBron steps aside. And yes, to be fair, LeBron is still LeBron in terms of name recognition, legacy, and global impact. But the on-court reality doesn't match the reputation anymore. All those legends who've been quietly hinting at this for years? They were right. Up to now, I've been careful with the comparisons. But let's stop dancing around it and say the obvious out loud. Luka is a better player than LeBron James right now. There, it needed to be said. When you put them side by side, the gap isn't debatable. As of early 2026, Luka was averaging 33.5 points, 8.7 assists, 7.9 rebounds, and 1.5 steals per game. LeBron? About 21.7 points, 6.8 assists, 5.4 rebounds, and 1 steal. That difference isn't subtle. Luka is logging heavier minutes at peak efficiency, carrying the offense, and still finishing games strong. LeBron, on the other hand, is on a strict minutes restriction due to injuries, and even in those limited stretches, his overall impact just isn't the same. And here's another reality check. In his first 6 NBA seasons, Luka already has 5 All-NBA first-team selections, a playoff scoring average of 31 points per game, and a career-high 73-point performance. LeBron in his first 6 seasons had 3 All-NBA first teams, a 29-point playoff average, and a career high of 6-1. In other words, Luka is doing what LeBron did in his prime, only faster, more efficiently, and while elevating everyone around him. And let's not ignore the loyalty factor. Out of the two, only one player ever left his team to chase championships. Luka stayed put until the front office moved him. That alone should tell the Lakers exactly who they should be building around. In clutch moments, the gap widens even more. Take the January 10, 2026 game against Memphis, the first of that back-to-back. The Lakers were down 2 with 4:30 left, and Luka flipped a switch. Over the final 5 minutes, he hit 7 of 9 shots, including a cold-blooded step-back 3 that effectively ended the game. Compare that to a similar late-game situation earlier against Phoenix, where LeBron hit a jumper. But the team actually performed worse with him on the floor, finishing that stretch at -3. Then there was the January 12 Memphis rematch, decided in the final 2 minutes. Luka put up 8 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds while creating open looks simply by drawing all the defensive attention. LeBron's true shooting percentage in the last 5 minutes of games sits around 52%. Luka's is about 61%. At the NBA level, that difference is massive. And the impact goes beyond numbers. Remember how Luka makes teammates better? In that Memphis back-to-back, Rui Hachimura scored 22 points on 70% shooting. Austin Reeves knocked down 5 clutch threes, all generated by Luka's decision-making. Now contrast that with the Toronto game where LeBron scored 8 points, the same game where the Lakers lost all rhythm and had to rely on a contested 3 from a role player just to force overtime. That brings us back to the core truth. Luka is outperforming LeBron in every meaningful category: scoring, playmaking, efficiency, control of the floor, leadership, and durability. So when Michael Jordan said retirement was calling for LeBron, it wasn't a shot, it was a statement of fact. And here's the part people forget. Jordan had been endorsing Luka long before things reached this point. In 2022, a clip went viral of MJ hugging Luka. Not a quick handshake, not a polite nod, but a genuine, proud, big brother embrace. The last time we saw Jordan show that kind of affection toward a player was Kobe Bryant. That was a stamp of approval from the greatest player the game has ever seen. Now compare that to MJ's interaction with LeBron that same night. Yeah, the contrast said everything. Jordan wasn't even trying to hide how he felt. And then there's Allen Iverson. Iverson has never been the type to sugarcoat anything. When he was asked about Luka's style of play, he didn't hesitate. This is what he said. And before anyone reacts, this was Iverson's way of delivering the highest praise he knows how to give. But here's where the story takes a sharper turn. Iverson later appeared in an ESPN interview and was asked directly about the LeBron situation, and he didn't hold back at all. In his own words, it's time for him to leave. It's Luka's time. What's most striking isn't just the viral quote, it's the fact that the legends aren't being careful or diplomatic anymore. That's the real signal. Do you understand how far things have to go for basketball royalty to openly choose a side between LeBron James and Luka Doncic? This isn't divided opinion. It's a consensus, and LeBron knows it. You can feel it, in the locker room, on the court, and in the stands. Even he can sense the shift. There have been growing rumors that this transition hasn't been smooth behind the scenes. That the changing power dynamic has created real tension. Tension that's even led to confrontations. Luka is no longer just the future. His rise has already forced the Lakers to redefine who's in charge. And that's never easy when you've spent 2 decades being the guy. One of the earliest signs of that shift came when Luka openly discussed a private rotation meeting with head coach JJ Redick. One that LeBron wasn't part of. After a blowout win over Sacramento, Luka explained that he and Redick had pre-game conversations about minute distribution and player roles. LeBron wasn't included at all. That might sound subtle, but it's massive. Coaches don't tweak rotations privately with a new star unless there's deep trust in that player's leadership. Then there are the moments fans caught on camera, the ones that instantly get replayed online. No public blow-ups, of course, those never leave the locker room, but the body language has told plenty. Multiple post-game interactions between LeBron and Luka have looked awkward, like 2 alpha leaders trying to establish control. One clip even went viral showing LeBron ignoring Luka's attempt at a handshake. Small moment, big message. People close to the team have hinted at the same thing. One anonymous journalist put it bluntly, LeBron isn't used to sharing the floor with someone else who commands the team. And that's really what this comes down to. Luka's confidence and authority are natural. He doesn't force it. LeBron, meanwhile, is still trying to hold on to control the only way he knows how. And honestly, you can't blame the legends for choosing Luka. Watch him play and it's impossible not to feel something rare. Luka carries the soul of basketball. He's not flashy just for highlights. He's the kind of player who reminds you why people fell in love with the game in the first place. You see echoes of Jordan's ice-cold mid-range, Bird's vision, Magic's command of the floor, and even Shaq's physical dominance, just expressed in a different form. The wild part? At 26 years old, Luka is the first player since Kobe Bryant to truly bring that old-school edge while thriving in today's pace and space NBA. Start with fearlessness. Luka doesn't avoid contact, pressure, or responsibility. When the game is on the line, he wants the ball. Look at what he did in that Memphis rematch earlier this year. That was pure old-school dominance. The kind of leadership that instantly brings MJ or Kobe to mind. Even his step-back threes, modern, stylish, carry the same DNA as a classic Jordan fadeaway. And his versatility is off the charts. He's a point guard who rebounds like a forward, facilitates like an elite playmaker, and scores from anywhere on the floor. Then there's the basketball IQ. Luka reads defenses in real time, anticipates switches before they happen, and manipulates spacing simply by existing on the court. Even Gilbert Arenas, who rarely hands out compliments, has said Luka reminds him of players from an earlier era, the kind who played with an intelligence and feel for the game that can't be taught. And that's really the point. Luka isn't just next in line. He's already there.
Because they probably kill me for it.
No, you should say it. We can edit it out. We won't.
Yeah, he played the way he played.
He plays like a white guy?
No, he plays like a black guy.
So while Luka is tapping into everything we associate with classic NBA greatness, LeBron, despite his incredible legacy, is beginning to feel like a figure from a different era. And if you've been paying attention to the conversations around the league, it's clear the Lakers front office isn't even trying to hide it anymore. Luka Doncic is the guy. LeBron, meanwhile, is slowly becoming optional. This isn't about drama or disrespect, it's about strategy. Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka has said more than once that the organization is building for the next decade around Luka.
You know, he has that old, and I hate to say it, that old Duke fundamentally sound, footwork, reaction, ability to create.
And it's not just talk. According to insiders, every roster move, trade conversation, and draft decision is being made with Luka in mind. The Lakers are building a system designed to maximize him, not reshaping the team around a 41-year-old chasing one last ring. Even the marketing makes it obvious. Luka is on the billboards. Luka is front and center in the arena. Season ticket campaigns, social media promos, it's all Luka. Everywhere you look, the message is clear. And this isn't new behavior for the Lakers. Look at their history. Magic had Worthy and Scott. Shaq had Penny and then Kobe. And eventually, Kobe became the centerpiece. The organization has always made these transitions quietly before the rest of the league fully catches on. That's exactly what's happening now with Luka. You can even see it in how games are managed. LeBron's minutes are carefully controlled. There are stretches where he's on the bench while Luka runs the offense without hesitation. So when people ask who's really leading this team, it's not just about box scores. The front office knows exactly what Luka represents. At this point, the ending is already written. LeBron just gets to decide how it looks. He can take the honorable path, step back, hand the keys to Luka, and let history remember him as someone who understood when it was time. That choice wouldn't erase his legacy, it would enhance it. Or he can stay in the way until the Lakers, the front office, and reality make the decision for him. And that version of the ending isn't pretty. Luka is already here. The team is his. The future is his. The only real question left is whether LeBron walks away like a legend, or gets pushed aside like a relic.